Here comes it. Block deflected and down. Now it's over. Now it is over. Evanston with the defensive block, and they win set 4.
And welcome, Evanston Lady Red Devil volleyball fans, to another edition of Evanston Volleyball. I'm ELAN, and we're bringing you the action live from Riverton High School, about 3.5 hours away from Evanston, if you're not familiar with Wyoming geography, where the Red Devils will take on the Riverton Wolverines, the final game of a 2-game road trip for the Red Devils. We'll set the scene when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today. Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Welcome back to Riverton High School for today's matchup featuring the Evanston Red Devils and the Riverton Wolverines. Evanston coming into this weekend as the number 5 team in the latest WYO Preps Coaches and Media Poll. Riverton, however, on a bit of a skid after a hot start. They are just under 500 after only winning 2 games last year. Wolverines, of course, coached by second-year head coach Amanda Nimmo. We'll hear more from her later on in the pregame show. Currently 11-12 overall, 0-3 against the 4A Northwest, which contains Cody, Natrona County, and Rock Springs. Last time they were out was last night. They beat Green River 3-1, 25-20, 25-26, 16-25, and winning the 4th set 25-20. Evanston and Riverton, last time they played was Evanston's pink game. The Red Devils got that win at home, but the last time that Evanston played Riverton here in Riverton, it was a 5-set classic where future Kelly Walsh Trojan Naya Shamay absolutely went off with double-digit kills. Evanston, one of their big stories tonight will be injuries, as there are many notable absences from the Red Devils lineup tonight. Of course, one of them is Caitlin Drew. Also, you've got Abby Rigby not available, and Hallie Brady not in tonight either. All 3 of those big hitters out for Evanston. So the Red Devils putting together a lineup that I have not seen yet, so we'll see who Coach Tara Lawler goes with as we get ready for this one. 14 minutes on the clock, but they have still not started it as the captains and the coaches meet. Coach Amanda Nimmo out there with her 2 captains, and Coach Taylor Lawler out there with Bailey Critchfield and Emily Freeland while the rest of the teams warm up. Evanston versus Riverton. When we come back after this, we'll have our Get to Know Your Red Devil segment. This week we were joined by Lily Johnson, and we'll get to know her a little bit better when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers. We know cement. 307-789-1515.
Welcome to another edition of Get to Know Your Red Devils. Today we're joined by Evanston High School senior from the volleyball team, as well as student body president, Miss Lily Johnson. Lily, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. Thanks for asking. So here's how it works. I've got 10 questions written down in front of me. Each of them is assigned a number 1 through 10. So all I need you to do is pick 4 numbers between 1 through 10, and that will be your interview questions.
All right.
Okay. So what numbers are you going to do?
I'll go with 4, 6, 8, and 9.
4, 6, 8, and 9. All right. Number 4. What is a pet peeve of yours?
Oh, it's definitely got to be when people are rude to others.
Just in general?
In general, especially when it comes to sports and bossing them around. Gets under my skin.
Yeah, that could definitely get under my skin as well. So number 6. If you had $1 million, what would you use it on?
I gotta say, I would probably buy myself a house and then any other friends that wanted some help out. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with all of it, so I'd do whatever I could to help others.
You know, if someone asked me that question, I think I'd probably pause because I couldn't even fathom having that much money.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much if you ask me.
All right, question number 8. What is your favorite vacation spot?
My favorite vacation spot is Maui, Hawaii. I love going there with my family.
What's your favorite activity to do there?
Probably going snorkeling. I got to see some turtles sometimes, so that was really fun.
Awesome. So snorkeling, have you ever done scuba diving then?
I have not, but it's on my bucket list.
It's definitely worth it. All right, final question. What is your biggest fear? Just kind of, is it heights? Is it snakes, spiders? What are we talking here?
My biggest fear is definitely failure, not because it affects me, but in sports, when it affects my team, I really don't like to hurt them in any way, so I always try to do my best.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Lily. That is Lily Johnson on Get to Know Your Red Devils. Lily, thank you again. Anything else?
Work hard, all you young people out there, and follow your dreams. Thank you.
A big thank you to Lily Johnson for joining us on Get to Know Your Red Devils here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball. Evanston versus Riverton at Riverton. Fremont County is where we find ourselves, about 3.5 hours down the road from Evanston. As we get set for this matchup, Riverton comes in after a win against Green River, as they are just under 500. Again, their record 10-12. Overall 0-3 in the 4A Northwest, but that 4A Northwest is no walk in the park. It features Natrona County, Cody, as well as Riverton, also Rock Springs in that quadrant. So they play against some tough teams. Don't let the record fool you. Coach Amanda Nimmo's got a tough squad, And we will hear from Coach Nimmo when we come back on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here. As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils. West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Here is Riverton Volleyball head coach Amanda Nimmo. Coach Nimmo, this is your second year with Riverton, making the jump to 4A after coaching over at Wind River in the 2A ranks for a while. Real quick question, are you seeing a lot of differences between being at the 4A and being at the 2A level?
Well, our coaches were just talking about this. At the 4A level, we have 3 teams, and we're one of the smaller schools, so we're taking about only 30 players that came out, and we're spreading them over 3 teams. And I'm actually at a 2A level. I had about 30 for 2 teams, which was kind of crazy. So kind of pushed each other, and they fought for the spots hard. But, you know, it's the same thing. You got to hit the ball hard to win a game. You got to get to your defensive positions. Like, all of the same strategies and principles are there. It's just, you know, the hits are coming at us a little bit harder.
Coach, you guys are in the northwest quadrant, so we only see you once a year. Can you tell us a little bit about what you feel like your guys' strengths have been this season? You guys have a 10-12 record, so obviously have the wins. So where are those wins coming from?
Honestly, it's when we play as a team, we play really, really well. We hit a rough patch here recently with being quarantined for COVID for about 2 or 3 weeks, and it just feels like we're starting over, but we are short. And I think our tallest player we play consistently is like 5'10", so we have to really just use things like tooling the block, hitting off the block, just things like that in order to be successful with such a small team. And again, they just have to come together and play. Once they have the energy up, they play really good volleyball.
Coach, you guys will be welcoming Evanston into your guys' gym on Saturday. The Red Devils now ranked number 5 in the latest coaches and media poll on YO Preps. What are you guys seeing from the Red Devils in scouting them that make them different to prepare for? We have to get up a strong block against them, and just be down and ready for hard hits. And that's one thing, you know, with us being shorter, that's kind of one thing that we struggled with against Jackson, was just getting a block up on their outside hitter, who's a very strong hitter. And so that's what we've been working on this week. So hopefully we're prepared for Evanston. Coach, again, we only see you guys once this season. So who are some players that Evanston Red Devil fans should be looking out for on the Riverton side?
You know, it honestly depends on the game and what player's going to step up. But our Jordan L. Anderson, she is a hard hitter if she can find the court. She's been struggling ever since we got back from COVID on doing that off of her hits. But she's definitely a great hitter, as well as Mariah Griffin, same thing. And then Emmy Weber, she's a sophomore, and she actually started for us some last year as a freshman. She's our setter, and she knows the game. And I know they don't really have to look out for her because she's not hitting the ball, but she is one of our strong players that just knows the game and kind of runs our side of the court, and is a good leader for us.
Coach, last question. If someone was to ask you to describe Riverton volleyball in 2021, how would you describe it?
Building. We are building. Last year we actually only won 2 games, and we were, before that COVID hit us, we were actually above a 700 season, and since that hit us, we're still about around a 500 season, but it's just a huge gain since last year. And these girls, just their work ethic, I had 24 girls earn T-shirts for coming to 80% of open gyms this summer, which we hold 2 a week. They're just dedicated. They're here to get better. And I think you guys are just going to keep continuing to see our program grow over the next couple of years.
That's Coach Amanda Nimmo. She is the head coach for Riverton Volleyball. Coach Nimmo, thank you so much for the time. We greatly appreciate it. Good luck on Saturday. Anything else?
Nope, that is it. Thank you.
A big thank you to Coach Amanda Nimmo for joining us on the pregame show. Well, we are about 3 minutes away from the start of this one. We're going to step aside, and we come back. We'll have Coach Tara Lawler on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Here with Evanston volleyball coach Tara Lawler. Coach Lawler, you guys went to Cody last night. You guys took the loss, but now you guys are in Riverton today. What are some things you guys are hoping to accomplish today? I mean, you guys have had a great season so far. 1 loss doesn't ding it, but what are you guys hoping to accomplish today?
We're still same mission as before when we left yesterday morning. We want to make sure that we're building for the next stage of our season. And so doing little things, and we did lose last night, and Cody's a solid team, and they're the real deal. But there were things in our game that we improved that we hadn't seen us do for a while, and so, or ever. And so our defense was definitely stronger. We were a little bit scrappier. And so today the goals are the same. It's the serve and pass game, so we need to serve aggressive to get Riverton out of system, and we need to pass solid so we can keep ourselves in system.
Coach, you guys look at Riverton coming into today. You saw them at the Casper tournament. What stands out to you about them?
I think that they don't give up. We were obviously playing, and our schedules weren't always the same, or it seemed like we were always playing the same time they were. But just noticing, even if the score was out of hand, they kept fighting, and the next thing you know, they would have made a 10 or 11 point run, or a 10-2 run, or a 13-3 run. So I definitely think they're capable of coming back and fighting. So I know their coach just told me that they were struggling, and I'm sorry for them for that. I guess volleyball is one of those momentum things. You can't ever count anyone out, or can't count anyone in. So we just need to worry about ourselves and play our game today.
If we could change gears a little bit, on Thursday you guys had the Dig Pink games, junior boys versus senior boys. Looked like the girls had a lot of fun. What was kind of the attitude around the team after that event of such just kind of a lighthearted night?
Yeah, it was a fabulous night, and we thank you guys for streaming it. The girls had a great time broadcasting. They had a great time coaching and coaching the boys ahead of time and officiating during the match. Just a great community activity for these kids to go out and do something together. I know a lot of people talked about making it an annual thing, and I know Pink Night is typically in October, but I think we're going to look in the future to do it between the end of volleyball and football season, so it's in that gap before basketball starts and wrestling. So we will definitely hopefully look into that. They raised a little over $300 just in that one event that we'll donate to UNT County Cancer Foundation. And then it was just a great night. The girls had a lot of fun. The boys had fun. It's good, healthy fun that those kids had. So it was a great opportunity. It was a great idea from one of our parents, and the kids just jumped on it, and the boys were great, and they played great volleyball, I heard. So it was a great night.
Coach, that's not the last chance the people of Evanston have to donate to your guys' cause. You guys have your Pink Night on Thursday. There's going to be some raffle tickets being sold right now. Could you talk a little bit about that raffle for people that may be interested?
Sure. So we have a beautiful quilt that was made and sewn by one of our grandmas of a player of the team. She's done it for I don't know how many years in a row, but she's amazing. And we have $50 gift cards, I think, to Ichiban, Ivory and Iron, Purple Sage Golf Course, and there might be a couple others. So if they go to our Facebook page, they can see on the form what's all out there. But the tickets are 1 for $5 or 3 for $10. It's a great cause, and like I said, 100% will be donated to UNT County Cancer Foundation, which I believe obviously just helps UNT County residents, and I think it helps pay for gas cards for people to travel back and forth to get their care that they need.
It's such a great thing that you guys do every year. That's Coach Tara Lawler, head coach of Evanston Red Devil Volleyball. They're in action against Riverton today. Coach, good luck. Anything else?
No, thank you so much. And for those listening at home, thank you, and go Red Devils.
A big thank you to Coach Tara Lawler for joining us on the pregame show as we get ready for today's game. We got starting lineups coming in. We'll give them to you after they are run out for Riverton. Riverton in their home black uniforms. Evanston in their blue uniforms, white numerals, red outline. As again, the teams being announced as the starting lineups are being announced. For Riverton. And we have our starting lineups. And it kind of mixed up a little bit on us. So first we'll give you the starting lineups for the Riverton Wolverines in the black uniforms, white numerals, with the exception of the libero, Ava Crowley, who is number 4, wearing a maroon number with a white top and gray sleeves. So it's Paisley Jackson, Jordanelle Anderson, Emmy Weber, Mariah Griffin, Riley Johnson, and Ava Crowley. Maddie Fossey is the libero for the Evanston Red Devils. We got a bit of a change because of the aforementioned injury. Sorry, it's been a long 24 hours. Stacia Barker, Bailey Critchfield is the white jersey libero. Mia Barker, Emily Freeland, Kenzie Porter, Lily Johnson, and Ellie Acey. Acey getting her first start at the varsity level, at least to the games that I've been to. But there's a whole lot of new faces on that bench for Evanston who are going to be available tonight, or this afternoon, rather. We're ready to get started here for our opening serve, as Critchfield will check in for Ellie Acey. So Acey will be taking the spot of Abby Rigby. And this first serve of the game Waiting to find out who it's going to be. It will be Riverton. So Riverton with our opening serve as we start set number 1. It's best 3 out of 5, first to 25. And the serve is underway. First touch, back row, Emily Freeland. Porter, cross set near side to Mia Barker off of the tips of Riverton. And down, it's 1-0 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Here in set 1, Mia Barker with the MyLocalRadio.com kill. Kill it with high-powered advertising in high school sports. Call My Local Radio in Evanston, 307-789-8116. And during the live read, we get a nice attack from Jordanelle Anderson that goes off of the fingertips of the Evanston block and down on the Evanston side of the hardwood. It's 1-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serving is number 19, Mariah Griffin for Riverton. First touch, back row, Mia Barker. And that is going to go off her and out of bounds for an ace. So ace to Jordanelle Anderson. She's got the ace that's not Jordanelle Anderson, that's Mariah Griffin. So she serves, first touch, Evanston over received, and sending that one down on the Evanston hardwood is a hard attack from Emmy Weber. 3-1 Riverton on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve again by Griffin. First touch, Critchfield back row. Porter, cross set. Freeland, light hit, looking for the far side of the 10-foot stripe, denied by a Riverton dig. Clearance from the back row by the Wolverines. Porter setting up Stacia. Yes, ma'am. Drop that one down right in between the Wolverine paws on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. And Stacia picks up her first MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. And quite frankly, is a early front runner for our Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game. Speaking of Stacia, here she is to serve. Red Devils down 3-2 here in set 1. And we got a whistle. Evanston's out of rotation is the call for 2 after the out of rotation. Stacia comes out, and Ellie Acey comes in. She joins Lily Johnson, Kenzie Porter, Bailey Critchfield, Mia Barker, and Emily Freeland in the back row. Light serve by Riverton, received by Freeland. Porter, cross set, left side, Emily Freeland looking for the 10-foot stripe, denied. Near side attack sent over by Crowley. Evanston gets Emily Freeland to go on the far side of the 10-foot stripe, and the Red Devils cut it down to 1. Freeland with her first MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. And Jaylee Critchfield checks in. So too does Savannah Novakoski. Kenzie Porter and Lily Johnson get a well-deserved break. Jaylee, the freshman, with the serve. That's off of Crowley at a weird angle. Left side attack from Riverton, kept alive by Evanston. Emily Freeland on the left sideline, trying to go cross-court into the corner. Great set by Riverton, sent back over by the Wolverines, and now cleared over by the Red Devils. Emmy Weber calling for it instead. It's going to be in a hard attack by Riley Johnson at the 10-foot stripe. Drops it down on the back line. 5-3 Riverton on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Johnson with her first kill of the match. It'll be Grace Olheiser to serve for Riverton. First touch, back row, Critchfield. Jaylee goes over there. Let's reset this. Evanston's going to get an attack. Emily Freeland, back row, yes ma'am, drops it down. (5-4) on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And after the second MyLocalRadio.com kill by Emily Freeland, it'll be Emily to serve. That one headed for the left corner, kept alive by Riverton. Right side attack goes right to Johnson. That'll be an attack from Savannah Novakoski on the right sideline into the block. Down on the Evanston side of the hardwood. And Riverton stretches that lead out to 2. Served by Paisley Jackson for the Wolverines. First touch, Critchfield back row for Evanston. Jaylee now sends it over to Savannah. 1 foot on the 10-foot stripe, clears it over. Attack by Jackson for the Wolverines. Check that, that's Johnson. And Mia Barker comes from the left sideline, puts it down on the back line. And Mia Barker gets the kill. Her second kill of the match. And that'll bring up the white jerseyed libero, Bailey Critchfield, to serve. That one, a sliding dig in the back row, sent back over on the second hit by Emmy Weber for Riverton, and she drops it down on the Evanston hardwood in the back row. 7-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Weber with her second kill of the match. That'll bring up Riley Johnson to serve. First touch, back row, Critchfield. She goes to her knees to dig it up. Mia Barker goes into the block, off of Evanston and into the Evanston bench. 8-5, Riverton in front on this first one. First set, best 3 out of 5 game. Riley Johnson with the serve. Back row, first touch, Critchfield in the corner. Back row clearance, Emily Freeland on the third hit. Left side attack into the Evanston block and down. Give the kill to Mariah Griffin for Riverton. 9-5. Red Devils trail here in set one. Served by Johnson. Kept alive. Bailey in the back row. Jaylee crosses over to Mia Barker. Cooks it around the block. Gets them to deflect it across the left sideline. And Mia Barker cuts the gap to 3 with her third My Local Radio kill of the match. And the run ends at 3 for Riverton. Kenzie Porter to serve for the Red Devils. First touch, back row by Johnson. Cross set left side, looking for an attack as Riverton. Great dig by Mia Barker. She gets the pass back and skies it over the back line. Just a little too strong. And it's 10-6 Riverton. Red Devils down here in set one. Served by Emmy Weber. First touch, back row, Emily Freeland, but it goes off of her hand and goes down instead of up. And it's an ace for Weber. Add that to her 2 kills, and she's having quite a day. Served by Weber, first touch, Freeland back row. Running to dig it up on the second hit is Porter, cleared out by Evanston. Light hit by Riverton on their third chance at an attack. Jordan L. Anderson goes into the net, and the Red Devils get it back. 11-7 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board as Mia Barker serves. Red Devils down. First touch, back row, Riverton. Near side attack into the block, and it's going to go into the Riverton bench. Great block by Freeland, I believe who it was. And the Red Devils cut the gap down to 3. We're going to give Freeland the kill, or the block rather. And now Mia to serve. That one into the nets. 4-point lead for Riverton here in set one. If you're the Red Devils right now, you just need to sustain a run. You're only down by 4. Served by Mariah Griffin. That one is over the back line. Now you're down by 3, and you've got one of your best servers, Stacia Barker, in the game. Stacia against Green River on the 23rd of September, 5 aces. First touch, back row for Riverton. Right side attack goes long. She tried to go right sideline to left sideline in the air to Jordan L. Anderson, and the Red Devils cut the gap to 2. Served by Stacia. First touch, back row. That's an ace as it goes down and across the left sideline. We talked about it. Stacia Barker, 5 aces on September 23rd, and now she's cut the gap down to 1 with her first ace of the afternoon. Stacia to serve again. That one could be back-to-back aces. No, but it's a light hit, barely over the net. Ellie Acey goes up and says, take it back. And Acey gets the kill to tie the match at 12. Stacia to serve. First touch, back row, and that's 2 aces in 3 serves for Stacia Barker. The Red Devils with a 13-12 lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve again by Stacia. First touch, back row. Kept alive by Riverton. Near side attack. Dropped that down on the far sideline. Going from the left to right side give the kill to Emmy Weber. That's her third of the match, and it's tied at 13. Red Devils just ended a 5-0 run that has tied the match back up here in the first set. Jordanelle Anderson with the serve. First touch, Mia Barker, back row. Left side, Emily Freeland into the block. Sent back over by Ellie Acey, but it's going to go into the Riverton bench. Out of bounds, and Riverton retakes the lead. Anderson to serve again. Freeland diving dig, back row. Lily Johnson pushes it over the net. And it is over, returned to Ellie Acey, sent back by Riverton. Porter, cross set, left side Emily Freeland, blocked by Riverton. Porter with the dump set, looking for the far side of the 10-foot stripe, and on the third hit, Riverton clears it out. Mia Barker back row, Porter, back set, Ellie Johnson looking for the corner, can't find it. Left side attack by Riverton off the fingertips of the Evanston block. Porter, cross set back to Emily Freeland, diagonal dump set, goes from left sideline to right sideline, and Emily Freeland with the kill ties it up at 14. Look at this. She reads it beautifully, standing on that left sideline and just bops it over the net and drops it in there to tie it at 14 all. Serve by Jaylee Critchfield. That's an ace. The freshman with an ace puts the Red Devils on top 15-14. On the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, that is the third team ace for Evanston. First for young Jaylee Critchfield, the freshman sensation for the Red Devils. Serve again. That one bopped up high in the back row. Left side attack, hard hit from Johnson, and the Red Devils called in the net. Red Devils trying to create some type of separation and breathing room ever since they went on that 5-0 run. But the Wolverines not letting them get away, as it's been Riverton in the lead for much of the first set. Left side attack goes Savannah Novakoski off of the fingertips of the black jerseyed block of Riverton and into the scorers table. Savannah puts the Red Devils on top 16-15 with her first MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. Served by Emily Freeland. Back row dig kept alive by Johnson. Left side into the net. Paisley Jackson and the Red Devils up by 2. Freeland to serve again. First touch back row. Anderson. Left side, Johnson goes for the attack, diving dig at the hardwood by Savannah Novakoski to keep it alive. Jackson sends it across from the left sideline, that's Johnson, and Evanston puts an attack in that goes over the back line. 17-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Riverton taking over, serving as Paisley Jackson goes to work. First touch, back row, Freeland. Jaylee passes Mia off of the block of Green River, kept alive by Bailey. Right side, here comes Savannah Novakoski off the block, fingertips of the block, sent back over on one hit by Fossey. Left side, Evanston gets an attack from Mia Barker. She just simply jumps up, puts it off her fingertips, and deposits it down on the 10-foot stripe. And it's 18-16 Red Devils after the fourth kill by Mia Barker. MyLocalRadio.com kill. Served by Critchfield. That's Bailey, by the way. Deflected up high by the Riverton attack. They'll just clear it over. Jaylee setting up Mia off the fingertips of the block. That one's headed down, and it's not going to get cleared on 3 hits. Red Devils 19-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 5 MyLocalRadio.com kills for Mia Barker. Served by Bailey Critchfield. First touch, back row, Jackson. Jump set to right side, setting up an attack for Johnson. Far side attack is Savannah Novakoski. Johnson goes into the Evanston block, and the Red Devils get called for a lift. It landed right in the arms of Mia Barker, and she couldn't do much with it. Tried to get it up and away, but she got a little too much of it, and she's called for a lift. Serve by Riley Johnson, received by Bailey in the back row. Right sideline, Savannah Novakoski off the back row and into the bench of Riverton, and the Red Devils have a 20-17 lead with Mackenzie Porter and Lily Johnson checking in for Novakoski and Jaylee Critchfield So they join Bailey Critchfield, Emily Freeland, Mia Barker, Stacia Barker, and Lily Johnson. Porter to serve, looking for the back line, drops it down perfectly. Kenzie Porter with the ace for the Red Devils. That is her first of the match, and she is one of the strongest serves for Evanston in this season. 21-17, Porter looking for back-to-back aces, but it's not going to happen. Instead, they'll get a long attack from Riverton and drop it down on the Evanston side of the hardwood. 21-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils up here in set one. That'll bring up Emmy Weber to serve for the Wolverines. First touch, back row, Freeland. Porter, cross pass to the left sideline. Mia Barker pushes it over the net. Setting up a hard attack for Anderson, kept alive by the Red Devils. Mia Barker through the Riverton block, and on the third hit, it is cleared over. Bailey in the back row, jump set. Mia Barker to Stacia, who is blocked by Jordanelle Anderson, and it's down on the Evanston side of the hardwood. Got to give credit where credit is due. That was a beautiful block by Jordanelle Anderson, who just goes up and takes care of business. Served by Riverton, received by Evanston. Back set, Stacia Barker. Beautiful pass from Kenzie Porter. Look at this. On the run, back set, sets it behind her to Stacia, and the Red Devils go up 22-19 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve received by Riverton. Sending a hard hit is Paisley Jackson. Here comes Freeland on the left sideline. She runs into the net and just kind of comes down. It's 22-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils up by 2. Served by Riverton, received by Evanston. Stacia lightly hits it over the net. A diving Fossey keeps it alive. And Jackson clears it out. Emily Freeland, left sideline, off of Jackson, over return, calmed down by Porter. Critchfield passes back to Freeland, left sideline, looking for the corner, finds it. 23-20 Red Devils on Emily Freeland's third kill of the match. Timeout called by Coach Nimmo. We'll take it as well. Red Devils up 23-20 in set one on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today. Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Riverton had the lead for a lot of set one, but Evanston went on a 5-0 run and now find themselves 2 points away from taking set one. It's 23-20 Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Mia Barker pacing the Red Devils with 5 kills, 5 MyLocalRadio.com kills for the Red Devils as Stacia Barker will serve. She's got 2 aces already, and those came 2 in 3 serves, almost another ace. Instead, left side, Jackson launches an attack, kept alive by me in the back row. Emily Freeland, left sideline, looking for the corner. She does it again, and another great kill by Emily Freeland. It's set point for the Red Devils, and that now puts Emily Freeland with 4 MyLocalRadio.com kills. Stacia Barker with the serve. First touch, back row, Fossey. Passing to Jackson off the fingertips of the block, kept alive by Barker in the back row. Freeland lightly hits it over the net, sent back over by Crowley. Right side, Evanston, Lily Johnson going for the win, back line, kept alive by Riverton, but they're not going to clear it out in 3 hits. Lily Johnson with the kill. That puts away set one, and the Red Devils win it 25-20. In set number one. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Red Devils take set 1 thanks to 4 kills, 5 from Emily Freeland, 5 from Mia Barker, and 2 aces from Stacia. We'll have set 2 after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankum, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? You told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankum.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankum at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Checking in on the MyLocalRadio.com chat room. Want to say hi to Trista Spatig, who says, "Go Big Red win," as well as Caden Fry, who is watching from far away. Kathy Kuntz, I gotta address this. You keep saying Jackson, LOL. Well, one of the players' last name on Riverton, Paisley Jackson. So I think that might be where the confusion's coming in. I'm not still stuck in the football game. Number 5, Paisley Jackson. She's a sophomore on the varsity team. So I'm just going to address that right now, but thank you for pointing that out, Kathy. We are back to live action. It is 1-0 Evanston on top of Riverton after they win set 1 25-20. It is a set that lasts 20 minutes as the Red Devils will also get the serve to start the second set. Quick stat report in that first set. Evanston led by Mia Barker with 5 kills. Stacia Barker has a kill, 2 aces. Jaylee Critchfield with an ace and Kenzie Porter with an ace. Emily Freeland with a block and 4 kills for the Jackson Bronx. It's been Emmy Weber, Mariah Griffin, and Jordanelle Anderson launching the attacks to my count for the, or now I said Jackson Bronx. Wow. I'm at Riverton Wolverines. Now I'm really messed up. Riverton Wolverines led by Emmy Weber with 3 kills. You got Jordanelle Anderson, Mariah Griffin, and Riley Johnson with a kill as well. Ready to get going. Evanston will have the serve. Ellie AC checks out. Bailey Critchfield checks in, and Kenzie Porter will be the server for the Red Devils. Of course, Bailey Critchfield, the libero, wearing the white jersey. She can serve, she can play the back row, but they will rotate her out when she gets to that front row. That's probably where Ellie AC's spot is. Served by Porter, and we're underway in set 2. Kept alive by Riverton. Slapped over the net by Paisley Jackson. Here comes Stacia. Oh, man. The pass was there. Stacia just simply mistimed it, and it drops and hits the hardwood. Riverton takes point number 1 here in set 2. Serve by Riverton. That's an ace. Emmy Weber with her second ace of the match. 2-0. Riverton on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Weber to serve again. First touch, back row, Freeland. Porter runs up, calms it down, sends it Lily Johnson's way. She slaps it over towards the right sideline. Hard attack, drops down in the corner. Jordanelle Anderson plants her foot on the logo, probably just behind the logo, and just drops the hammer, deposits it in the right corner. 3-0 Riverton. And Evanston called out of rotation. Second time in the game. 4-0 Riverton to start it off. Served by Emmy Weber again. First touch, back row, Emily Freeland. Porter, jump set, Stacia drops that one down right into no man's land. Sees that there is no one in between the right sideline and the center in the back row and just deposits it. Stacia Barker drops the hammer. And that's her second My Local Radio kill of the match. Mia Barker to serve. First touch, back row. This one curling towards the scores table. Weber goes to Jackson, and she clears it over. Porter, cross set. Left side, Emily Freeland, lightly hit. And there's a bit of a minor collision. No one hurt, though. Sent back over by Riverton. And it's off of Mia Barker and into the left corner. And Riverton takes the points and the serve back. 5-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in favor of the Wolverines. Mariah Griffin to serve for Riverton. Kept alive, Critchfield. Porter, cross set to Emily Freeland. Great dig by Weber on the far side. Jackson sends it over from the left sideline for the Wolverines. Porter, cross set, left side. Emily Freeland lightly hits that one, and it's not going to get cleared out in 3 hits. Great location by Emily Freeland. Lightly hits it over the net, catches Riverton off guard, and the Wolverines bobble it for a little bit, and they can't get it over. 5 My Local Radio kills for Emily Freeland as Stacia Barker serves, trying to find her third ace. Jump set Weber, and that'll set an attack. That drops wide of the left corner. And the Red Devils cut the gap down to 2. 5-3, Stacia to serve. First touch, back row, Jackson. Weber back sets back to Jackson, who dump sets and deposits it on the 10-field stripe, or 10-foot stripe, rather. 6-3, Riverton on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Running up to get the serve is Jordanelle Anderson. Had a hard attack earlier. Serve, first touch, Freeland back row. Porter back to Freeland, and she just simply mistimes it, doesn't get up high enough, and puts it into the net. 7-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jordanelle Anderson serving for Riverton. 2 kills and a blocks for Anderson. She is a 5'8" junior. First touch, back row, Freeland, and now she'll get the pass sent back by Ellie Acey, and she's called into the net. And the Red Devils, and there's some type of discrepancy going on. The Red Devils coaching staff sees one thing, the referees see another, and now the situation has been resolved. We're back to it, 8-3 for Riverton, and that's an ace. Jordanelle Anderson with her first ace of the match. 9-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4-0 run, timeout called by the Red Devils. Evanston down by 6 here in the second set, but they lead it 1-0 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Well, if you're Evanston coming out of the timeout, you need to get the points back. You're up 1-0, but down 9-3 here in set 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Jordanelle Anderson, and it goes into the net. Well, not the way that you would want to get that point, but you get the point, you get the serve, and now you give yourself a chance to build a run. Kenzie Porter and Lily Johnson check out with Savannah Novakoski and Jaylee Critchfield checking in. Jaylee with the serve. First touch, back row, Jackson. Weber sends it back to Jackson, who clears it out from the back row. Jaylee, cross set, Emily Freeland, who tries to put it on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Left side, Paisley Jackson. Great diving dig by Mia Barker on the right sideline. Back row, Savannah Novakoski. Back line, yes ma'am. And the Red Devils cut it down to 4 on the second kill by Savannah. Jay Lee to serve for the Red Devils. First touch, back row, Jackson heading for the 10-foot line. Great dig by Weber, sent over by the Riverton Wolverines. Left side attack, Emily Freeland, block kept alive by Bailey. Here comes Ellie Acey looking for the far side of the 10-foot stripe, kept alive by Riverton. Put back over the net by Riley Johnson, who puts it up on a hit that looks like it's going to go a lot further than it does, and it kind of fools the Red Devils, drops down on the 10-foot stripe. And Riley Johnson picks up her second kill of the match. Served by Olheiser into the net. Red Devils cut the gap down to 4 again. 10-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set 2. Emily Freeland to serve for the Red Devils, the senior, 4-year starter. Sends this one towards the back row, kept alive by Riverton. Left side, Jackson. Great dig by Critchfield. But it goes off of her and into the stands. 11-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Paisley Jackson. First touch, back row, Freeland for Evanston. Jaylee goes Savannah Novakoski. She bops it over diagonally from left sideline to right sideline. Cleared out by Mariah Griffin. And now here comes Critchfield, goes to Mia Barker looking for the back line. She just got a little bit too much of it, too long. And the Red Devils down 6 here in set 2. Served by Paisley Jackson again on a 2-0 run for the Riverton Wolverines. First touch, back row, Freeland. Jaylee cross set, Savannah Novakoski. It tickles the top of the tape, drops back down. Weber sends it back to the Red Devils. Left side, Mia Barker, that one bopped up way high, sent over on a second hit by Riverton. And now here's Mia Barker again. Lights hit for the 10-foot line. Griffin with the great dig. She gets the pass back. Griffin sends it over the line. Freeland digs on the left sideline. Mia Barker into the Riverton block. One-hit return. Mia sends it back. Jump set over to Weber. Kept alive by the Red Devils. Bailey cross sets. Mia Barker left sideline looking for the back row. No good. Over return. There goes Mia Barker. And she puts it away. 6 MyLocalRadio.com kills for Mia Barker, who read it beautifully and just puts it down. Serve and an ace for the Red Devils. Cut the gap down to 4 after the ace by Bailey Critchfield. It's her first of the match. Serve that one into the net. And the serve and the point goes back to Riverton. Riley Johnson will serve for Riverton. Red Devils down by 5. First touch, Freeland, back row for Evanston. Jaylee cross set, Savannah Novakoski off the block, kept alive by a dig by Evanston's Emily Freeland. Mia goes off the fingertips of the block. Dump set by Weber. Jaylee goes right back to Mia, and she just puts it into the nets. 14-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils down by 6. Riley Johnson to serve again, the 5'7" sophomore. First touch, back row. Critchfield setting up Stacia, who lined it up with the right hand, then sends it over with the left. Here comes Weber with an attack. It looks like it's a clear out, but it just goes off of an Evanston fingertip and over the left corner. 15-8, Red Devils down here in set 2, but lead it 1-0. You gotta just stop this run here if you're Evanston. Served by Johnson, and it's over the back line. That might be just what the doctor ordered, as now you get Kenzie Porter and Lily Johnson back in. Savannah Novakoski and Jaylee Critchfield will take a break. Johnson and Porter joins Bailey Critchfield, Emily Freeland, and the cousins Barker. Served by Porter. First touch, Jackson. Weber setting up a hard attack down on the back line. My goodness, Jordanelle Anderson goes from the left sideline and just drops it dead center at the back. Jordanelle Anderson with her 3rd kill of the match. That'll bring up Emmy Weber to serve for Riverton. Red Devils down 16-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Stoppage of play as Bailey Critchfield ties her shoe. Weber sends it over for Riverton. First touch, it is Bailey in the back row. Porter passes to Mia off the fingertips of the block, kept alive by Jackson, and it's sent over. 1-hit return by Mia, and that is off of 2 Wolverines and into the scores table. Mia Barker cuts the gap down to 6. 7 kills for Mia Barker in the match today. Speaking of Mia, it'll be her to serve. First touch. Nope, there is no touch. It's just barely over the back line. Mia Barker trying to find that back line, both on the kills and the serves, but she's just a touch off. Serve for Riverton is Kyla Bordeaux, the 5'4" junior. Bordeaux sends this one first touch. Mia Barker back row. Bailey sends it back to Emily left sideline. Looking for the right corner, just over the line. 18-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bordeaux to serve again for Riverton. That one over the back line. Red Devils cut it down to 7. Stacia to serve. She led a 5-0 run earlier. They're down by 7 right now. Serve by Stacia. First touch, Jackson. Weber jump set back to Jackson. Left side off of the fingertips of the block and down in the back row on that right corner. 19-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils up 1-0. But after they won that one 25-20, it's 19-11. Riverton, first touch, Mia Barker after the Riverton serve. Lily Johnson sets it over the net, and now a chance for Riverton. Back set, right side. Cowley kept alive by Evanston. Freeland from the 10-foot stripe, bopped up Weber. Cowley passes to the back row, and that's going to go wide. She tried to go left corner to right sideline, and she missed it. Error on Jordanelle Anderson, and the Red Devils cut the gap down to 7. Porter checks out, so too does Johnson, which means it's going to be Savannah Novakoski and Jaylee Critchfield to serve in. Critchfield will serve. Jaylee sends this one towards the back row. That one over, return into the net, and it's an ace. We'll call it an ace for stat purposes, but Jaylee cuts the gap down to 7. Down to 6. 19-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Jaylee again. Back row, down on the back line. Back-to-back great serves by the freshman, Jaylee Critchfield. 3-0 run for Evanston, and Coach Nimmo wants to stop it. She asks for a timeout and gets it. Red Devils down by 5, but lead it 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Red Devils down by 5, but they lead it 1-0 here in set 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Riverton up 19-14. Jaylee Critchfield to serve for the Red Devils coming out of the timeout. First touch, back row, Jackson. Weber setting up Johnson. Great dig by Jaylee at the net. Here comes Emily Freeland off the fingertips of the block. Bordeaux digs, and now back over to Cowley, who puts it over the net. Jaylee Cross set, left side, Emily Freeland lightly hits it, reading it well at the 10-foot stripe is Jackson. She gets the pass from Weber, back row dig, Bailey. Jaylee back set, Savannah Novakoski back line, diving dig by Weber again. Jackson clears it out. Mia reads it well in the back row. Jaylee back set, Savannah Novakoski blocked, kept alive by Jaylee. Now Bailey passes Emily Freeland on the left sideline, looking for the back line, denied by Bordeaux. Left side, Jackson blocked by Evanston, and is it going to get cleared on 3 hits? It will! Diving digs at the net by Riverton sets it up. Emily Freeland clears it out for the Red Devils. Weber goes Johnson at the top of the net, blocked by Evanston, still on the Riverton side, cleared over by the Wolverines. Jaylee, cross set, left side, Emily Freeland. She lightly hits it over the net. A diving Jackson tries to keep it on there, and it's cleared from the back by Jackson. Unbelievable play by Riverton. Jackson with the attack, kept alive by Critchfield. We got a volley here in Riverton. Left side, Emily Freeland looking for the left corner. No good. Here comes Jackson off the fingertips of the block, kept alive well by Bailey. Jaylee back set. Savannah Novakoski off of the fingertips of the Riverton block. Left side, Jackson off of Evanston and over the line. Unbelievable play. Jackson was on her back and had to clear that one over. She didn't kick it. It was legal. She was on her back and cleared it over. This is an Evanston broadcast, but we can appreciate great athleticism like that. 20-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and we've got a stoppage of play right now. Gracie Olheiser to serve for Riverton. Wow. Get that out of your head, Elan. You got this. Olheiser stands at 5'11". She is the tallest listed Wolverine. Left side, Emily Freeland, who goes up and deposits it on the right sideline. 20-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Freeland with her 6th MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. Emily to serve for the number 5 ranked Evanston Red Devils. First touch, back row, Fossey. Jump set, Weber, Johnson. Great dig in the back row by Critchfield. AC with 1 foot on the 10-foot line, clears it over. Weber, cross set, left side, Jackson. Great dig in the back left corner by Bailey. Right side, Savannah Novakoski off of the fingertips of the block, kept alive by Bordeaux. Back to Jackson on the left sideline. Great one-hand dig on the jump by Jaylee, sent over by Mia Barker. And now here comes the clear out by the Wolverines. Freeland back row, first touch, setting up Ellie AC off of a diving Olheiser, cleared over the net by Riverton. Jaylee, cross set, left side, off by Mia Barker, off the block and into the scorers table. Mia Barker cuts the gap down to 4. 8 MyLocalRadio.com kills in the match for her. Kill it like the Lady Red Devils with high, powerful advertising. Reach your customers in high school sports. Call 307-789-8910. That's, 8116. My Local Radio in Evanston. Sent back over by Weber. Jaylee back set left side to Savannah, and she just misreads it. Foul tips it into the net. Red Devils down by 5. Serve by Paisley Jackson. (21-16) Riverton, and here we go. First touch, back row, Bailey. Kept alive by Jaylee, looking for Mia Barker. Back line, off of Riverton and over it. Mia with a whopping 9 MyLocalRadio.com kills in the match today. She had 5 in the first set. She's got 4 in this one. Checking in for the Red Devils. Stacia Barker checks in for Ellie AC. Timeout called, and the Red Devils down by 4, 21-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball and K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep.
in the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
(21-17) Riverton here in set 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, but Evanston leads it 1-0. Coming back in set 1, winning it 25-20, down by 4 on a fresh serve by Bailey Critchfield. She's already got one ace in the match. The white jerseyed libero sends it towards Riverton. First touch, back row, Olheiser, Weber. Back set over to Johnson. Great dig by Bailey at the back row. Jaley dump set for the back row. And now here comes Riverton. Left side, Griffin. Great block by Evanston, still on their side. Critchfield goes Emily Freeland. Back row, trying to dive it right at the back side. And here comes Riverton into the Evanston block. The block party, Barker block party, puts it down on the Riverton side of the court. And the Red Devils continuing to cut the gap down. 21-18, served by Critchfield, kept alive by Riverton. Left side, Griffin, great dig by Jaley. Bailey now crosses back to Mia Barker. Dig back row, Jackson. Left side, Griffin for Riverton, off of a diving Bailey Critchfield and over the back line. 22-18, and Riverton will take the serve. Riley Johnson to serve for the Wolverines. First touch, back row, Bailey in the right corner. Jaley setting up Mia, and the Red Devils can't get it out in 3 hits. 23-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Johnson, kept alive by Mia. Jaley setting up Stacia off of 2 players and down on the hardwood. 23-19, we got our first one of the day. We got a 23-19, and the Red Devils are down here in set 2, but Kenzie Porter on to serve for Evanston. Down by 4. Set 2, they lead it 1-0 though. Served by Porter. Kept alive by Olheiser. Weber, cross that left side, down! Huge attack from Jordanelle Anderson, who jumps at the left sideline on the 10-foot stripe and just buries it in the back row. 4th kill of the match for Anderson. Set point for the Wolverines. Serve by Riverton, kept alive by Freeland. Stacia pushes it over the net. Weber deflects it high, and Evanston's going to get a point. Double hit called on Riverton. Evanston's got to go on a heck of a run in order to keep Riverton from knotting this up at 1 set apiece. Mia Barker serves. First touch, back row, Fossey. Weber goes to Jordanelle Anderson, blocked by Stacia Barker and down on the hardwood. Second block of the match for Stacia. 24-21, Red Devils down. Served by Mia Barker. That looked like it had possibility for an ace, but Weber read it well. Pass by Weber gets past Anderson and drops down. 24-22, Red Devils down by 2. Still set point for Riverton. Served by Stacia. First touch, Olheiser. Running up is Weber, pushed over by Jackson. Now Critchfield goes to Porter. Beautiful set to Stacia off of Fossey. Second hit, and now third hit in the back row, cleared out by Riverton. Porter, jump set. Left side, Emily Freeland off of the block, and Evanston gets the point. Lift on Riverton. 24-23, Evanston on a 4-0 run. Set point for Riverton. It could be the final one for them. Served by Mia Barker. First touch, back row, Fossey. Weber runs up, setting up Anderson, and that's off of Porter, and it's going to drop down in the back row. despite 3 Red Devils running to try to catch it. And Anderson wins the set for Riverton, her 5th kill of the match. And Riverton takes set 2, 25-23. We're off to set 3 after this. It's all tied 1-1 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball and K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
For more than 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we're able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses of all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Call us today to see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Evanston takes set 1, 25-20. Riverton takes set 2, 25-23. Despite a strong comeback by the Red Devils, they went on a 4-0 run to make Riverton kind of sweat that second set. Evanston has outscored Riverton 48-45 in the 2 sets. So Evanston looking to get back to work in this 3rd set as we get set for it. It's all knotted up at 1 set apiece as we head to set 3. Quick stat report for the Riverton Wolverines, led by Jordanelle Anderson, an ace, a block, and 5 kills. Emmy Weber with 3, Mariah Griffin with the 1 as well. Also, Riley Johnson with 1 there as well. For the Evanston Red Devils, man, I am getting all sorts confused. I apologize. Stacia Barker with 2 kills, 2 blocks, and 2 aces. Jaylee Critchfield with 3 aces. Mia Barker with 9 MyLocalRadio.com kills. She leads the team in that statistic. 6 for Emily Freeland, as well as a block. Lily Johnson with a kill. Mackenzie Porter with an ace. Bailey Critchfield with an ace. And Savannah Novakoski with 2 MyLocalRadio.com kills. Kill it with high-powered advertising. Reach your customers with an ad in high school sports. Call My Local Radio in Evanston, 789-8116. Riverton will serve to start the next set. It will be Emmy Weber for the Wolverines. Weber comes in with 2 aces. Weber, a sophomore, stands at 5'6", sends this one to the back row. First touch, Freeland back row. Porter goes left side to Mia Barker. Great dig by Griffin. Weber left side back to Griffin. Great dig by Porter in the right corner back row. Mia sends it over with 2 hands. Drop that down to the far side of the 10-foot stripe. And Mia Barker is in double-digit MyLocalRadio.com kills for the day. Served by Mia Barker. And that's an ace. 2 touches and down. Mia makes it 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That is ace number 5, 6, 7, 8 for the Red Devils. Served by Mia. That one is just over the top of the tape. Jump set Weber, right side Griffin. And that one hits Porter in the shoulder. She can't square it up. It goes off her and onto the hardwood. And Griffin picks up her 2nd kill of the match. It'll be Griffin to serve for the Wolverines. First touch, back row. Bailey. Next will be Stacia with an attack from the right sideline. Great dig by Weber in the back row. Cleared out by the Wolverines, and now Evanston with a chance. Porter jumps up. Stacia, beautifully done, and that's off of Weber and over the left sidelines. Let's get a look at that on the replay. Great dig in the back row by Mia Porter with a great pass. Stacia just sends that missile towards the back row, left sideline. And we're back to work. Here comes Jordanelle Anderson with an attack, kept alive by Evanston. A diving Ellie Acey keeps it alive, block, and Acey from the ground sends it back to Jordanelle Anderson. Sees a blank spot in the back row and sends it there. 3-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Jordanelle Anderson, knuckleball at the back row. Left side, Emily Freeland off the top of the block, kept alive by Anderson. Weber goes Johnson, dig back row, Bailey. Cross set, Porter going to Freeland off of Weber. The third hit is going to be out of bounds, but they clear it out. Great job by Mariah Griffin. Porter cross set, left side, Emily Freeland down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Emily Freeland with her 7th MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. And the Red Devils up 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jaylee Critchfield to serve as she and Savannah Novakoski check in for Johnson and Porter. Jaylee makes a rare error into the net, and it's 4-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Crowley checks out, and Olheiser checks in. 5'11" junior, that's off of Bailey, going out of bounds, kept alive by Mia, and then Bailey clears it over from the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Jump set left side to Jackson, great dig by Evanston. Dump set, Jaylee Critchfield. Jackson with another attack on the left sideline. Mia digs in the back row, left corner. Right side attack, Mia, Emily Freeland, hard hit, and that's going to go up, hit the roof, and come down. 8 MyLocalRadio.com kills for Emily Freeland as the Red Devils have a 5-3 lead here in set 3, all knotted up at 1 set apiece. Freeland to serve. First touch, back row, Griffin. Weber, cross set left side to Jackson, who puts it over with her right hand. Usually likes to hit with that left, but she just lightly hits it over with that non-dominant hand, and it drops down on the Evanston side of the hardwood. 5-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Paisley Jackson with her 2nd kill of the match. Served by Jackson. That is a knuckleball, barely clearing the 10-foot line, kept alive by Bailey Critchfield. Sent over by Mia Barker, off of 2 Wolverines, and down. Red Devils out in front by 2. Mia Barker with a whopping 11 MyLocalRadio.com kills in the afternoon. Served by Bailey Critchfield. First touch, back row. That one comes off of Olheiser, a little bit awkward. Mariah Griffin clears it over. Jaylee setting up Stacia. Yep, beautiful job. Jaylee has the connection with Stacia Barker as she just goes up and just puts it down. Stacia with her 3rd MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match, and the Red Devils up 7-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Bailey Critchfield, kept alive by Jackson. Johnson into the net. Red Devils up 8-4. One set apiece, but the Red Devils starting to create a little bit of separation. Served by Bailey Critchfield. That's a high knuckleball, kept alive by Jackson. Porter, jump set to Johnson. Blocked by the Barker block party, and the 3rd hit is going to come from the back row. Cleared out by Riverton. Here comes Stacia with a beautiful pass from Jaylee, kept alive by the Wolverines in the left corner. Sent back over by Griffin, and it goes off of a Red Devil player. Couldn't tell who. In an awkward manner, they tried to square it up, but they foul tip it over the back line, and the run ends at 4. 8-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve by Riley Johnson. First touch, back row. Mia Barker, Freeland. Back up to Mia. 1 foot on the 10-foot stripe. Pushes it over with both hands. Weber, jump set. There goes Jordanelle Anderson over the right corner. She's been targeting that all afternoon, and it just doesn't land this time. 9-5 the lead for Evanston as Lily Johnson And Kenzie Porter checks back in. It'll be Porter to serve. Jaylee Critchfield and Savannah Novakoski take a break. Porter sends this one. She's already got an ace. Jump set to Anderson. And now here come the Red Devils. Left side, Mia Barker kept alive by Olhauser. Bounces off the scoreboard. Sent back over the back line by Riverton. Stasia with a running set. And the Red Devils get a Riverton player in the net. 10-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Tell you what, that running set pass by Kenzie Porter was a thing of beauty, as Porter will serve off of Jackson, sent back over on the second hit. Diving, Emily Freeland keeps it alive. She hits the ground, and no one can get around her and get there in time. It's an ace, or excuse me, it's a kill for the Wolverines. Red Devils up 10-6 as Emmy Weber takes over serving. First touch, Freeland, back row. Porter passes to Stasia, blocked. Jordanelle Anderson goes up and puts that one down. Have to laugh a little bit. It seems like everybody's stealing our block party nickname. Serve by Riverton, sent back by Mia Barker, and she launches an attack off of the left corner and over the back line. Mia Barker makes it 11-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 12 MyLocalRadio.com kills for the senior. Barker to serve, first touch, back row, going to Jordanelle Anderson off the Evanston block from the logo and out of bounds over the right sideline. Jordanelle Anderson picks up her 8th kill of the match to my account. Mariah Griffin to serve for Riverton. That one barely over the net and comes off of the arms of Emily Freeland at a weird angle and over the back line. Cut the gap down to 2 after the ace by Mariah Griffin. That is her 2nd ace of the match. She serves again. First touch, back row, Mia Barker. Porter, cross set, Emily Freeland runs up, tries to make the attack. Hard hit kept alive by Fossey, and now back row clearance by the Wolverines. Porter, jump set, Stasia, back row, yes ma'am! And now the Red Devils get the point, but at this point, most importantly, the serve back after the 4th kill by Stasia Barker. Stasia goes back to serve for Evanston. First touch, back row, Jackson. Weber goes right back to Jackson. Blocked by the Red Devils. Ellie Acey and Lily Johnson on the play for the Red Devils. Acey, I believe that is her first block of the game. It is, and the first one for Johnson. Stasia to serve for the Red Devils. They're up 13-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard into the nets. 3-point lead for the Red Devils after the service error. And that'll bring up Jordanelle Anderson to serve. Jordanelle leads the team with 8 kills and 1 ace. First touch, back row, Mia Barker. Porter runs up, passes Emily Freeland off the fingertips of the block and down on the 10-foot stripe. Freeland launches that attack with 1 foot behind the 10-foot line on the left sideline, and Emily Freeland stretches that gap out to 4. Freeland with her 9th MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. Jaylee Critchfield to serve. 3 aces for the freshman. First touch, back row, Griffin. Weber, cross set, left side, Johnson. That's deflected out of bounds by a diving Mia Barker, trying to keep it alive on the right sideline. Goes off of her hand and over. And it's 14-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Here's Gracie Olheiser to serve. First touch, back row, Freeland in the right corner. Pass from Jaylee back to Emily, looking for the left corner. Kept alive by Weber, left side, Johnson down on the back line. Johnson from the right sideline goes for that back line and drops it, and the gap is down to 2. Served by Olheiser. First touch, back row, Critchfield. Jaylee, cross set left side to Savannah Novakoski off of Fossey. Great calm down by Weber, setting up Johnson through the Evanston block and down on the side of the court for Evanston. And now they cut the gap to 1. Johnson with 4 kills in the match. Served by Olheiser. That one is a missile that no one had a chance to get. Jaylee Critchfield tried, but it comes off of her arms and over the back line. And it's all knotted up at 14 after the ace by Olheiser. First touch, back row, Mia Barker. Left side, Emily Freeland looking for the first time at the 10-foot stripe. Diving dig by Fossey, running to the scorer's table and keeping it alive is Weber. Third hit clear out. Cross set, left side, Emily Freeland. Back row, Mariah Griffin, diving dig. Left side, Jackson. And now the Red Devils with a chance. Jaylee setting up Emily Freeland. Lightly hits it on the logo. And a third hit clearance from the Wolverines as Jaylee tries to set up Ellie Acey. She goes into the net, and Riverton takes the lead 15-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. A 5-0 run for the Wolverines now. Gracie Olheiser to serve. First touch, back row. Bailey headed out of bounds, kept alive by Jaylee, pushed over the net by Acey. Left side, Jackson blocked! Ellie Acey with the solo block, and the Red Devils tie it up. Her second block of the match, and that'll bring up Emily Freeland to serve for the Red Devils. 15 all here in set 3, 1 set apiece. Red Devils won set 1, 25-20. 25-23 for Riverton was the reading in set 2. First touch by Mariah Griffin, sent back over on 2 hits by Riverton. Evanston wasn't ready for it. It drops down in no man's land around that center 10-foot stripe area. And it is 16-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve by Paisley Jackson, kept alive by Evanston. Left side, Savannah off of the block and over the right sideline. She launches it from the right sideline and gets them to go over the right sideline, and we are tied at 16 apiece. Savannah Novakoski with 3 kills on the day. Bailey Critchfield to serve, 1 ace for her. First touch, Jackson, back row. Weber, back to Johnson, down on the back line. She goes right sideline to dead center back line. And Johnson makes it 17-16, her 5th kill of the match. Riley Johnson to serve. That one looked like it was going over, but tomahawks, a lot of spin, just drops down on the back line. And Riverton with a 2-point lead here in set 3. Served by Riley Johnson. First touch, Freeland, back row. Jaylee passes to Mia, who punches it over the net. Jackson with first touch. Weber to Anderson, off of the Barker block party and down on the hardwood. Mia and Stacia Barker send it back, and it's 18-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Third block for Stacia, second for Mia. Served by Kenzie Porter. First touch, back row. Fossey deflected high. Jackson in the back row. Now goes Griffin, who puts it over. Left side, Mia Barker. Yep! Bounce that off of Olheiser and over the right sideline. And the Red Devils tie it up on the 13th kill by Mia Barker. Porter to serve again. First touch, back row. That has ace written all over it, as that is a knuckleball. Jackson couldn't handle it. It goes off of her hands and down, touched by another Wolverine, and the Red Devils take the lead 19-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on the second ace by Kenzie Porter. Serve again by Porter. Kept alive by Fossey. Weber passes to Anderson. Diving dig in the back row by Critchfield. Sent over by the Red Devils. Jordanelle Anderson, hard hit. Back row off of Freeland and into the stands. 19-19 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Jordanelle Anderson has picked up her 9th kill of the match. Emmy Weber with 3 kills and 2 aces to serve. sophomore, 5'6". Tied at 19, tied at 1 set apiece here in set 3. First touch, back row, Freeland for Evanston. Porter setting up Stacia, trying to find the back row. Great dig by Weber. Crowley goes left side to Weber, blocked by Stacia, and it was heading out of bounds. The third hit is not going to get cleared. Stacia and Lily Johnson, I believe, in on that block. That's the fourth for Stacia, second for Lily. Timeout. Riverton, Red Devils up by 1. And it's 1 set apiece on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, ship repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to Riverton High School. Wolverines gym as the Red Devils lead set 3, 20-19, but it's all knotted up at 1 set apiece on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. On a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com. Kathy Kuntz, I think you speak for everyone in the mylocalradio.com chat room. Let's go Big Red. Served by Evanston. Pushed over by Griffin. Blocked by Freeland and Stacia. Kept alive by Riverton. Sent back over on the third hit. Here comes Emily Freeland, left side. Blocked and out of bounds. Emily Freeland, yes ma'am. Freeland with 10 mylocalradio.com kills, and it's 21-19 Red Devils. Served by Mia Barker. First touch, back row, Jackson. Weber runs up. Here comes Jordanelle Anderson over the back line. 22-19 Red Devils. 3-0 run for Evanston on the serving of Mia Barker. That one barely over the net, kept alive by Fossey. Weber goes Griffin, who pushes it over. She gets called for a lift. 23-19, Evanston on the right side of it this time. Timeout called by Riverton. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
ELAN OLLIFF happy to bring you the action live from Riverton Gymnasium at Riverton High School as the Red Devils are on a 4-0 run and have the lead here in set 3, 23-19. It's 1 set apiece. Mia Barker to serve as she has been on a roll. First touch, back row, ace! It's an ace and it hits the ground shortly after the libero in the white jersey and the gray sleeves. Maddie Fossey hits it and the Red Devils set up set points. Served by Mia Barker again. That one, first touch, Fossey. Curling towards the right sideline, kept alive by Weber. Griffin clears it out. Porter setting up Freeland for the win. Yep, back row, Red Devils take set 3, 25-19 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kill number 11 for Emily Freeland, and the Red Devils lead it 2-1. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
Red Devils take set number 3, 25-19. Today, the Red Devils led by Mia Barker with 13 MyLocalRadio.com kills, and Emily Freeland with 11. Ace-wise, Jaylee Critchfield with 3, Bailey with 1, Mia with 2, Kenzie Porter with 2, and then blocks, Stacia Barker with 4, 2 for Mia, 2 for Lily Johnson, and 2 for Ellie Acey. We'll be right back with set 4 after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosana Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
The Lumber Yard in Evanston caters to commercial and residential customers. They have all your DIY projects covered, including tool rentals. You can rent lots of things from tables and chairs to scaffolding and U-Hauls at the Lumber Yard in Evanston. Fully stocked and ready to help.
Red Devils coming into set 4 with a lot of energy as we get set for set number 4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. It's 2-1 Evanston after they take set number 3, 25-19. Evanston will serve to start the 4th set. Served by Kenzie Porter, first touch back row. Crowley, here comes the attack by Griffin. Evanston with the block. Stacia Barker does it again. And the Red Devils get the 5th block of the day from Stacia. 1-0 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve by Porter. That rolls up the arms of Fossey, kept alive by Jackson. And Anderson puts it over on the clearance. Porter, cross set, left side, Mia Barker. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Evanston thought it was a 4th hit, but instead it's going to be a 3rd hit clearance by Riverton, and then Evanston sends it back on a clearance and deposits it in the right corner. Good play by Evanston, and it's 2-0. Didn't see who got the kill. But it was one of those weird ones where Evanston thought they had the kill, then Riverton had an acrobatic return, and then Evanston just kind of put it right in no man's land. Weber setting up Jordanelle Anderson on a left side attack after the Evanston serve, drops it down in the back row, and Jordanelle Anderson picks up her 10th kill of the match. It'll be Emmy Weber to serve for Riverton. And that's an ace. Drops it down perfectly in the hardwood to tie it up in the back row. 2-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3rd ace by Emmy Weber, who's having a good day at the serving line. First touch back row, Bailey Critchfield setting up Stacia off the fingertips of the block. She dropped the hammer there. Left side, Griffin, who pushes it over. Blocked by Evanston, but it gets off their fingers and down on the Evanston side of the hardwood. Riverton with the 3-2 lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Give Griffin her 3rd kill of the match. Served by Weber. First touch back row. Freeland. Porter setting up Stacia. Blocked by Anderson. 4-2. Jordanelle Anderson with the second block of the match. And we got a timeout as Maddie Fossey, the libero in the white jersey and the gray sleeves for Riverton, tying her shoe. Now we're good to go. Evie Weber serves. First touch, Freeland back row. Porter cross set. Mia Barker lightly hits, kept alive by Griffin. Weber left side. Crowley off of Porter. Going out of bounds to keep it alive is Freeland. Cleared out by Bailey Critchfield. Weber left side. Griffin off the block and down on the Evanston side of the hardwood. 5-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Mariah Griffin has picked up 4 kills in the match, 2 of them in this sequence. Served by Weber. First touch, back row, Freeland. Porter, left side, Damia off the fingertips of the block, kept alive by Weber. Crowley, left side to Griffin, and almost another kill, but a diving Bailey Critchfield at the 10-foot line said no. Cleared out by Evanston. Here comes Riverton, and Jordanelle Anderson goes into the block again. Red Devils return the favor and get the points in the serve back. Cousins Barker on the block, if my eyes don't deceive me. Served by Mia Barker. First touch, back row, Fossey. That one almost led Weber into the net, and she tries to pass to Crowley, who is not there. It drops down on Riverton's 10-foot stripe. 5-4 Riverton. Evanston on with the serve, though, and on a 2-0 run. Mia to serve. First touch, back row, Fossey, and that's a one-hit return. Going up and sending it back is Lily Johnson. Here comes Riverton again. Mariah blocked by Stacia, who sends it back. Third hit goes to the back row, and it is cleared over from the left sideline. Porter setting up Emily Freeland on the left sideline. Goes for the right and drops it past the diving Riverton libero for the tie. 5-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 12 kills for Emily Freeland. 3-0 run for Evanston as Mia Barker goes back to the serve line. Knotted up here in set 4, but Evanston leads it 2-1. First touch, back row, Jackson. Griffin goes right back to Jackson, who slaps it across in the back line. Mia waiting for it. Kenzie goes right back to Stacia, who puts it over the line. Hard hit. It's over the back line from Jordanelle Anderson. Red Devils with the lead. 4-0 run. Mia Barker to serve again. First touch, back row, and that's an over return. Calmed down by Freeland. Setting up Stacia, back row. Great teamwork. Over return on the serve. Stacia, instead of just whacks it, calms it down, and sets up Stacia with the attack. Serve and an ace. Nope, it's over the line. Apologies. Looking at the wrong thing, but it's over the line. 7-6. Red Devils up by 1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. First touch, back row, Critchfield. Left side, Emily Freeland going for the over return. Calmed down by Bailey. Porter, jump set, Stacia, back row. Yep. Stacia Barker now with 6 kills. And this might be, when we heard from Coach Nimmo in the pregame show, tallest player they have listed is 5'11". Evanston with the size of Stacia Barker, Emily Freeland. It might be getting to the point where that size could be a huge benefit for Evanston. Left side, Emily Freeland blocked by Crowley and over the back line. 8-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jordanelle Anderson, 5'8", junior to serve. First touch, back row, Freeland with a diving dig, great dig, and cleared over by Mia Barker over the back line, though. And it's all knotted up at 8. Kenzie Porter, Ellie AC, Lily Johnson, Bailey Critchfield, Mia Barker, and Emily Freeland out there for the Red Devils. Serve by Jordanelle Anderson. Left side, Emily Freeland down in the back line despite a great effort by Mariah Griffin, and the Red Devils take the lead 9-8 on the game lead tying 13th MyLocalRadio.com kill for Emily Freeland. Kill it with high power advertising. Reach your customers in high school sports. Call My Local Radio, 789-8116 in Evanston today. Served by Jaylee Critchfield, kept alive by Griffin. Weber setting up Johnson, left side. Great dig in the back row. Evanston has a player into the nets. 9-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Olheiser will get ready to serve. First touch, back row, Critchfield. Jaylee, cross set, Savannah Novakoski, back line, off of Griffin. A diving Weber keeps it alive, but it's into the stands. Savannah with her 4th kill of the match, and the Red Devils take a 10-9 lead. Emily Freeland to serve. First touch, back row, Griffin. Weber, cross set, left side, Jackson. Off the fingertips of Evanston, block. That's still alive, kept alive by Bailey. Slapped over by Novakoski, back row dig. Griffin. Here comes the attack, is over the back line by Johnson. (11-9) on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Emily Freeland to serve. That one a knuckleball over return back to Bailey Critchfield. Evanston will get Bailey Critchfield with a light attack over the net and out of bounds. I do believe Bailey Critchfield just picked up a kill. The white jersey libero, defensive specialist, makes it 12-9 Red Devils. First touch, back row, Olheiser. Fossey now goes to Johnson, who puts it over the net. Left, right side. Savannah into the Riverton block and down on the Riverton side of the hardwood. Novakoski with 5 kills on the day. 13-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils on a 4-0 run on the back of serving by Emily Freeland. And that one is a knuckle that just takes a dive at the hardwood, kept alive by Riverton. They cleared out in 3 hits. Left side, Mia Barker, who puts it over on the hit. And now Jackson clears it out. Back row, Emily Freeland. Jaylee setting up Mia, back row. That one deflected way high by Griffin. Weber calms it down. Johnson puts it over, diving dig Emily Freeland. And now Bailey slaps it over from the back row. Left side, Jackson. Critchfield, back row dig. Jaylee, back set. Savannah Novakoski, back row, and Weber comes it down at the 10-foot stripe. Here comes attack. Jackson, left side. Great dig by Bailey. Left side, Mia Barker lightly hits it over with 2 hands. Weber, back to Jackson, left side, and another great dig by Critchfield. Another great volley again. Right side, Savannah Novakoski is over the right sideline. And it's 13-10. Red Devils will lose the points, and the serve will go to Riverton. Evanston up by 3. Serve by that's Paisley Jackson. First touch, back row, Bailey Critchfield. Left side, Mia Barker, blocked by Riverton, kept alive by Evanston. Cleared over in 3 hits. Going for the back row, it's nearly an over return. 2-hit return by Riverton. Mia Barker punches it over the net, and that is going to drop wide. Wide of the back row, and it's 13-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve by Jackson, received by Evanston. Left side, Mia Barker, no doubt about it this time, puts that one down on the back line after bouncing it off a Riverton player. 14-11 Red Devils as Mia Barker with 14 MyLocalRadio.com kills in the match, 3 blocks and 2 aces. Served by Bailey Critchfield. That is an ace. Hits the hardwood right at the feet of Paisley Jackson. And another ace for Evanston. And it's the second for Bailey Critchfield. That is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 aces for Evanston. Served by Bailey Critchfield. Kept alive by Jackson. Pushed over by Johnson. That one barely off the fingertips of the block. And it's a light hit and just drops down. Nobody could get there quick enough. It's 15-12 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Great shot selection by Johnson, and she'll do the serve. Stacia gets a beautiful set from Jaylee, and the Red Devils get a Riverton player in the net. 16-12 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kenzie Porter and Lily Johnson check in for Jaylee Critchfield and Savannah Novakoski. Red Devils up by 4 here in set 4, lead it 2-1. Served by Porter. First touch back row, Olheiser, and the second hit is out of bounds. And okay, so she's running out of bounds. She hits it up with her fist and drops it down on the hardwood inside the lines. Evanston not happy with the call, but we are moving on. (16-13). Not sure who to credit the kill with. Timeout called by Coach Lawler to try to calm things down. Red Devils up by 3, and they lead it 2-1 here in set 4 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
16-13 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Live from Riverton Gymnasium here, or Wolverine Gymnasium here in Riverton. Red Devils on top 16-12 and 2-1 here in set 4. As Riverton will serve after getting the point on a pretty acrobatic play, running out of bounds and then hitting it back in. It dropped on the Evanston side. Anyway, served by Riverton. Here comes Stacia, 10-foot line. That's down. Stacia Barker with another kill. 7 MyLocalRadio.com kills for her. And now here comes Mia Barker, who was serving when they went on that big run earlier in the 4th. It was a 5-0-4-0 run. Serve received by Fossey. Right side, Griffin blocked by Stacia and Emily. Put back over by the Wolverines. Porter, jump set, cross over to Emily Freeland. Lightly hits it, kept alive by Anderson. Pushed over by Weber. Mia in the back row. Porter back set. Stacia blocked by Jordanelle Anderson. Right at the logo, she goes up and just puts it back to the Red Devils. 17-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Third block for Jordanelle Anderson to my count. Served by Mariah Griffin. First touch, back row, Stacia. Porter goes right back to Stacia. That one is past a jumping Crowley trying to get to it, but it'll drop down on the 10-foot stripe. Red Devils up 18-14 here in set 4. Stacia to serve. Missile at the back row, kept alive by Fossey. Left side, Jackson blocked but kept alive by Riverton. One hit return. Emily Freeland off of the block and into the scores table. Red Devils 19-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Freeland with 14 by MyLocalRadio.com kills in the match, tying Mia Barker for the lead. Served by Stacia. That one is a ace. Off of one player, a second player, and out of bounds. 20-14, Red Devils. Timeout, Coach Amanda Nimmo, and the Red Devils are 5 points away from taking it in 4 sets. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Toronto Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
20-14 Evanston as we are live here from Riverton High School. 2-1, the Red Devils lead, and they're on a 3-0 run on the back of the serve of Stacia Barker coming out of the Riverton timeout. That one heading for the back row, kept alive. Fossey on the first touch. Left side, Jackson, 10-foot stripe, diving dig, kept alive by Mia Barker, but the Red Devils can't clear it over in 4 hits. 20-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Jordanelle Anderson will take over on the serve. Served by Anderson, kept alive, Mia Barker. Ellie AC, far side of the 10-foot stripe, over return, and Lily Johnson can't square it up. She goes into the net. 20-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Jordanelle Anderson will serve. Coming out of the timeout, Riverton trying to catch Evanston. Porter, cross that left side, Emily Freeland. That one is off of a player in the back corner and into the stands. 21-16 Red Devils. Freeland picks up her 15th MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. Kill it like the Lady Red Devils. Powerful advertising. Reach your customers with an ad in high school sports. Call My Local Radio in Evanston, 789-8116. Served by Mia Barker. First touch back row, Jackson. Weber setting up Johnson left side. Off of the Evanston block. And down on the right sideline. Riley Johnson gets the kill. And now here comes Gracie Olheiser to serve. She's got 1 ace already. That one barely over the net. Diving dig by Bailey Critchfield. Pushed over by Freeland. Weber calms it down. Johnson passes to the left sideline for Jackson. Evanston now with the chance. Savannah Novakoski lightly hits it over the net on the third hit. Johnson setting up Weber, and that goes off of Mia Barker and over the back line. Riley Johnson with her 7th kill of the match. Quietly challenging Jordanelle Anderson for the team lead with 10 to my count. 21-18, Evanston on top, but served by Riverton. First touch, Critchfield, back row. Jaylee setting up Emily Freeland, who drops the hammer, puts it down on the back line. Emily Freeland just kind of plants her feet on that right sideline, says, that's enough of that, and hits hard at that back line. When she is firing on all cylinders like that, there's not a lot you can do. And speaking of Freeland, it'll be her to serve. 22-18 Red Devils. First touch, back row, Fossey. Weber, right side to Johnson. Great dig in the back row by Freeland. Mia Barker, left side, down in the back line. 23-18, Red Devils inching closer and closer to a win. Timeout called by the Wolverines. We're going to keep it right here as Evanston leads it 23-18 here in set 4, 2-1. A 25-20 win for Evanston in set 1. Riverton comes back and wins set 2, 25-23, and then Evanston winning set 3, 25-19 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and Evanston leading at 23-18 right now. Red Devil stat report right now. We got Stacia Barker with 7 MyLocalRadio.com kills, 6 blocks, and 2 aces. The story of the day, Mia Barker and Emily Freeland combining for 31 kills, with Emily Freeland with 16, Mia Barker with 15 MyLocalRadio.com kills. Back to live action, Emily Freeland to serve. That one, first touch back row, Olheiser. Here comes Johnson off of the Evanston block and over the right sideline. So you do what you need to do if you're Riverton, and that's get that first point out of your own timeout. 23-19, and yet again the Red Devils are on the right side of it. Paisley Jackson to serve for Riverton. First touch, back row, Critchfield. Jaylee setting up Savannah Novakoski. She slightly hits it over. Griffin, left sideline, blocked by Evanston, and the second hit pops it up high. Griffin clears it out on the third hit. Jaylee, cross set. Mia Barker off of the block and down. Match point, Red Devils on the 16th kill by Mia Barker, and Mia and Emily are just going to go back and forth to try to see who's going to get this. Match point serve by Bailey Critchfield. Right side, Johnson blocked by Evanston, kept alive by Riverton. Johnson with another attack, lightly hits it over. Critchfield reads it well. Jaylee cross set to Mia Barker. Cross set and down for the win. She goes from the logo to the right sideline. And Mia Barker with 17 MyLocalRadio.com kills takes the set and the match for Evanston. Your final score in set 4, 25-19. Red Devils over Riverton, and they take the set in the match in 4 sets. We'll be right back with our postgame show after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome to the postgame stats, or the postgame show. We don't have our postgame stat report. We're going to kick it off with our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meets. Set 1, Riverton goes out on a 3-1 lead. Evanston and Riverton go back and forth until Evanston goes on a 3-0 lead, down 10-12, take a 13-12 lead. And then Riverton responds with another 2-0 lead. They go back and forth for quite a while until Evanston is able to shut down the set on a 5-3 run, taking set 1 25-20. That is a set that lasts 20 minutes. In set 2, the Red Devils and Riverton went back and forth. Riverton out to a 4-0 run, and then Evanston would respond with 3 straight points, then another 4-0 run for Riverton. The Wolverines out in front for quite a while and really didn't relinquish the lead after that second 4-0 run the rest of the way. But Evanston responds to the 4-0 run of their own, pushing Riverton on 4 unsuccessful set points before Riverton finally gets that one 25-23. That set lasted 26 minutes. In set 3, the Red Devils woke up and started quickly. 2-0 run for the Red Devils. Then they would take an 8-4 lead later on. But then Riverton would push Evanston down 10-14 and go on a 5-0 run, taking a 15-14 lead. Evanston would respond with a 2-1 run. Then Riverton would take a lead on a 2-0 run. And then we would get down to the very end of it. Red Devils and Riverton tied at 18. Evanston goes on a 8-1 run to close it out 25-1 or 25-19 and take a 2-1 lead. In set 4, by the way, that set 3 lasted 21 minutes. In set 4, the Red Devils and Riverton going back and forth for quite a while until Evanston finds themselves down 5-3, goes on a 4-0 run, takes a 7-5 lead. Then Riverton responds, goes 9-9, and they go back and forth for quite a while until the Red Devils just continue to put little runs together, 2-0 runs, 3-0 runs, and before you know it, they're up by 4. They go on a 3-0 run at 18-14 to make it 20-14. Then Riverton responds with a 4-1 run, making it 21-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And then Evanston shuts it down on a 4-1 run, taking set 4 25-19. It's a set that lasts 23 minutes, and they win the match 3 sets to 1, 25-20, 23-25, 25-19, and 25-19 in a match that lasts 100 minutes. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we're going to have our Red Devil postgame stat report and then a talk with Coach Tara Lawler on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
Welcome back to the post-game show. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston wins it 3-1. Real quick, we're going to run through the stats just for Evanston. Stacia Barker with 7 kills to my count, 6 blocks and 2 aces. Evanston with a lot of aces inserted very, very well. We've got 3 for Jaylee Critchfield, 2 for Stacia, 2 for Bailey Critchfield, 2 for Mia Barker, 2 for Kenzie Porter. Emily Freeland and Mia Barker had a fun time out there today, kind of trading blows. Mia Barker with 17 MyLocalRadio.com kills, Emily Freeland with 16. And also, not to be counted out, Savannah Nowakowski comes up with a big bounce-back game, 5 kills for her to my count. Joined now by Evanston Red Devil volleyball head coach Tara Lawler. Coach Lawler, it was no secret you guys were missing some key pieces coming into this match, and sometimes it's really hard to come into a back-to-back in that situation. What does this victory say about the tenacity and the, I guess, the grit that these girls have this season?
I think tenacity and resiliency would be the words I'd use for them today. We have grit on our T-shirts, and we told them it was going to be hard, and sometimes we have a bunch of players that can fill in for other people, but you're always, when you're missing who you're used to playing next to, it makes it hard. Katie Drew hopefully will be back in the next week or two. We've been monitoring her situation for a while. Abby Rigby will hopefully be back by Thursday for our pink game. And Hallie, if you're out there listening, we're thinking of you, hun, and wishing you the best. So we have some work to do back on Monday before Tuesday's Star Valley game to get prepared and fill in some holes and figure out what we're going to do.
It may seem a little bit like a daunting task considering all the pieces that you guys won't have Tuesday and you have to put together a team, but looking at the performance they put out there, I mean, the one set that you guys did drop, you guys came back down by 4 and pushed them to the very limits in that set. What can you say about just kind of the run and the momentum and the feeling the team had on the court today?
Yeah, I don't think we played our best. I think we played a little slow and sluggish. But they also had to try to figure out how to play. Or the people that came in, Ellie AC came in today and did a great job for us in the middle. Her timing, she held the blocker continually, so she did a great job. And with a little more touches and a few more reps, I think we're going to feel comfortable with each other, who we're next to. But they knew, I mean, they talked about it in the huddles every single time. We needed to play with more energy because we weren't playing like our typical selves, so they had to compensate elsewhere, and they did. And so good for them for having grit. Those are the type of wins that you know what kind of team you are, because we had to face some adversity. And instead of folding, they kept pushing.
It makes that bus ride back a little bit more enjoyable, I'm sure, as well.
Absolutely.
You guys have a short turnaround. You're in Star Valley on Tuesday. Not the ideal situation you would want to be in with having to kind of plug in some holes that are unexpectedly kind of empty now. What's going to be the mindset going into that Star Valley match?
Mindset needs to be, we're as prepared as we can be, except for obviously these new players coming in. But the players coming in, they practice with us day in and day out on the JV, and we exchange players all the time. And so it's not an excuse, it's an opportunity to rise and get tougher. Ultimate goal is what we can do at regionals, and we just have to keep building to make sure we're prepared for fighting for the fight. It's going to be a battle at regionals, we know it. And so we just need to be prepared. So every positive touch that we can get and everything we can learn from possibly a negative touch or where we don't get the ball, if we learn from it, we're going to get better. So we just need to go in with no excuses and play our hearts out. And I feel good about, what you just told me about with the stats with 17 and 16 kills, I think, from Mia and Emily. We haven't seen those kind of numbers in quite some time. So that tells me that the passing was better, the setting was more consistent, and our hitters were executing. So that's what we need to do on Tuesday night.
Coach, we got a long trip back home, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for the time. That's Coach Tara Lawler, head coach for the Evanston Lady Volleyball team. Coach, anything else before we let you go?
No, thanks for coming and making the drive.
All right, we're going to go ahead, and because we got such a long way to go and we got some weather kind of creeping in, we are going to kind of skip the break that we usually do and go straight into our final segment of the post-game show, our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. And, man, if I got to give it to both Emily Freeland and Mia Barker. Mia, though, gets it with the kill that put it away. A beautiful set that is deposited from the center logo to the right sideline. Mia Barker gets the winning kill and leads the Red Devils with 17 MyLocalRadio.com kills. And that is your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 today. A big thank you to them, as well as Jimmy John's for sponsoring the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. I'm not sure if I said their tagline, but Jimmy John's, where fast and fresh meet, on 133 Front Street in Evanston. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast this week. We're going to take a little bit of a break, but we'll be back in action on Tuesday. Evanston Volleyball in a 4A Southwest clash with rival Star Valley live from Afton. That's going to be Tuesday, October 12th. We'll have pregame scheduled at 5:30, first serve scheduled at 6 o'clock, but of course, those times are subject to change. A big thank you to our camera people. We had members of the Evanston freshman volleyball team come up, assorted members, so many, but we thank them for their help today. Also, a big thank you to our producer back at the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, as well as our executive producer, Val Cook, our sales manager, Julie Burley, our office manager, Kaylin Anderson, and the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports. The voice of the Rich Rebels, Mr. Cody Olson, the voice of the Valley, Mr. Cullen Holt, as well as the voice of the Preston Indians back in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard. I'm ELAN saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on K9 and My Local Radio, Tuesday night, Evanston at Star Valley, 4A Southwest play. Heated rivals, it's going to be a good one. Pre-game at 5:30, first serve at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much, and take care.
The preceding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Devils!